Hello everybody and welcome back to Frostpunk here, when we're kind of in the latter stages of the game. Things can get very bad. We've got not much time to do what we need to get ourselves ready for quote unquote the apocalypse. We need a bunch more wood, and our wood economy is pretty slow at the moment. I mean, we're gaining a decent amount, but we just need to wait a bit longer. I've got a new scout team who I need to send out. They've just made it back with some other survivors. I'm going to send these guys out. I'm hoping they can make it there and back in time. Whether we will manage it, I don't know. Food rations are doing okay on. Coal, I have no idea if we can have anywhere near enough people. We're going to have to see. We did lose one of our expedition teams last time. I wonder if we send someone out to Winterhome, but they are coming in. We might well be able to, with the time we have left, we may well be able to. But that requires wood and metal, which I'm not really willing to spare at the moment, because we're not going to get that much more in. I think our steel production will grind to a halt now that we're still getting a good amount, but nowhere near as much as we might have done before. Temperatures are going to go up again briefly, so I'm going to see if I can maybe turn off some coal things, but we'll have to see. We need to do a new research goal, but that's going to require stuff, because I want to get it onto the difference engine. I need a bunch more wood for that to happen, but it's too late now, although there is an automaton working on that, and he should work through the night. Speaking of the automatons, I want to turn off my automaton factory, because I don't want them to accidentally produce some when it turns daytime. So I'm just going to get them to turn that to 0. And I'm going to pause them from working for the time being. They can halt operations. We may well turn them back on again, but I think we have more important uses for our... We have more important uses at the moment, I think. All our automatons are working. I don't think we can get more coal, really, in many places. We might be able to set up we can set up another coal thumper, which would be quite useful, but that requires... Does that require... That only requires wood, but it's probably too far out to really be worthwhile. But if we have some gathering posts around, that'd be quite useful. Do we have any gathering posts around? Let's have a look. Alternatively, we could go for something different, but I don't think we can at the moment. Let me just see how many gathering posts we have and where they are. There's 2 gathering posts here. We probably want to put some more people in there. We can actually put some engineers in at the moment. But we could probably put some more coal thumpers down in that area and see if we can just get as much coal as possible in our last few moments. There's an invalid placement there, it's unfortunate. Let's go back to these gathering posts quickly. Gathering posts, these 2 here. So I want to make sure they're in range. We can maybe get one over here. If we relocated these people in this house, it might still be too big. I just think that we want to gather as much coal as much coal as possible before the cold comes in. This is going to be our last chance to really do so. So that's going to cost us quite a bit of wood, and this will cost us even more. But I don't mind, because then we're going to get 2 gathering posts down. Here and here. And they're going to pretty much gather as much... We can just... Even if we just put children in to gather... We've got 51 people, let's put them to work, or we still can. Gathering as much wood or as much coal for us as possible. If we don't have food, it's not the end of the world. If we don't have steel, it's not the end of the world. If we don't have coal, we die. And that is a fact, so that's why I'm keen to get these set up. I'm hoping overnight these guys actually crack on with it. Food rations, I don't know if we can have enough. because we're no longer getting in our food from an external source. You know, we're still getting 639 a day, but something tells me it may not be quite enough for what we need. We are going to have to make people eat soup, I think. As soon as possible, I'm going to get a new law down, probably in purpose. At this point, I think we need to ensure, a permanent hope bonus is going to be very useful. Very useful indeed. I don't particularly care for agitator. There's not much work time left. It doesn't feel that useful. But getting hope up will be useful, I think. So we'll go for that as soon as we possibly can. We'll speed up time a bit. This still needs to be connected to path somewhere. I might have slightly overdone it in terms of that, but we'll have to see. I don't think we're gonna have time to make any more automatons, but we might be able to. There's a new steam. Okay, these hunters' huts need workers. That's what we did. We build more of those, but I really feel like we could do. We don't have any workers available. They're all doing other things. Where can we get some workers from? 15 workers from here, but that's a hunter's hut. They're probably all doing things. We don't actually. We have 216 workers and they're all busy. We've got some children in the hothouse. Really, I'm going to be putting mostly children into these coal mines, so I'm going to leave those hunters' huts for the time being, and I'm hoping we're going to be okay. We might need to build ourselves another resource depot, but that requires a lot of stuff. I might actually... How much are these worth if I get rid of them? 15 wood. It's not perfect. I'll have to see how that goes. And we have a new event. Fear of the Storm. Sir, a woman has come to plead with you. She wants more food rations. The cooks say that she's already received her allowance. I beg you, Captain, the woman says in a trembling voice. Your men mean well, but they've made a mistake. I need 2 rations, one for me, one for my sick child, please. Give her 2 food rations, and discontent will rise. I won't bend the rules, hope will fall slightly. How much is that going to be discontent? Okay, that discontent isn't too bad. I want to hold on to whatever hope we have at the moment. I think that is important to hold on to. We have more people sick, it's not Huithril. Just have to make it work. We've done a last minute desperate coal production facility down here. Whether we'll be successful, I don't know. How are the watchtowers doing? Because we could probably take some more people off them, to be honest. Or we could put some more people on. We can maybe build another watchtower, but again, that requires wood and steel, which I don't particularly have at the moment. But some of these are now ready, some of these gathering posts. We're going to max it out with children. It's not ideal, but as soon as this coal starts generating, that'll be good. We probably didn't need as many as we have. But at some point soon, I think I'm going to start taking people off other jobs. Maybe to kind of compensate for that. We do also need to think about food as well. Food is going to be a concern. I'm going to take people off the factory. I don't think we need them there at the moment. That also gets rid of some discontent because they're no longer working there. We can turn off the heater. That's okay. We could almost even we could dismantle it actually. But we may get another... We may just get the chance for another automaton. And actually we've got some more food and some more workers back. Well done, Scout Unit number 3. Is there anything we can do to get some more stuff for ourselves before that comes in? They're going to the Deep Hollow. Camp Vulcan. Plenty of activity, people moving between them constantly. That means more food. It's not particularly what we need. A number of tents and huts seem surrounded by some steel frameworks. We're going to send you out there, I think. Day and 9 hours to arrive. Let's hope you can make it there and back in time. Whether you can will remain to be seen. And if I can, I'll send that outpost team out the other way to see if we can get some wood from the outpost. We're going to have to do a little bit of rejigging of people, that's for sure. Okay, tech tree, we should be able to research this now. We'll upgrade. That requires a lot of stuff for us, but I think it will be worth it. Book of Laws. Let's go for purpose, and we are going to go down all the way to Pledge Your Loyalty. Permanent Hope bonus. You know, it's not great, but it might be useful. Punch of Discontent. It's a controversial law, absolutely. So wrongdoers, we do have a prison somewhere. Let's see if we can find it. You know, I don't like turning people into snitches. It's not great. Snitches get stitches. But if we are to survive, we're going to need it. Where is our prison? Is there anyone inside it? There are 3 people. So how do I actually do this? How do I do this tech then, or this law? Sorry. If I go to Pledge of Loyalty, people will be persuaded to sign a Pledge of Loyalty, which turns them into secret informers. I guess maybe it's a passive thing. We can also sign the New Order. With the introduction of the New Order, all whose voiced doubts will be treated as traitors. Obedience is the highest virtue, without which the city can't survive. All those who do not will be swept aside. Hope will never be a problem again. Londoners will have to renounce their views. We're already past that. We're past the Londoners issue. And a public execution space will be built. Some Londoners will be killed, and some people feel compelled to fight this law. Some of them will die. Oh, do we do that? The question is, how far do we want to go down that path? I'm hoping we can get... Okay, we've got some secret informants already, which is good. Oh boy, this is going to be a tough one, that's for sure. That automatic prototyping might cost more than we can actually get, we'll have to see. And things are now a little bit less cold, which is nice. That's going to lower our discontent, which is useful. Oh, we have a new event coming up here. Oh, here we go. Food theft caused riots. So we discovered the discrepancies between the raw food use and output of cookhouses. It turns out the cooks are stealing food. That's the children. Children are stealing food. We caught 2 thieves. They want to secure their families before the storm shuts down the food supply. We can banish them. Post guards to supervise the cooks. Oh, I won't address that now. We are going to post guards to supervise the cooks. That might be a slippery slope as well. I feel like banishing 2 children for wanting to provide for their families is a silly thing to do. Right, we need to put some people in these coal thumpers. We've got people working there, but we just need to put people to work wherever possible, really. We're going to have to put some children in the coal thumpers. It's not ideal, and it's freezing in there. If we turn on the heaters, is that going to be warm enough? It gets them to very cold. I get an achievement, Shy Halud Summoner. We'll have to see what that is in a little while. I think, you know what? I'm willing to put down a heater here, in order that people will get this stuff done, so that people will be heated while working. We're gonna have to move one of those. It's going to go there. Now, do we need this heated, this sawmill? No, because it's an automaton in there. Good. This is a cost that I didn't want to make of the steam hub, but I think it'll be worthwhile to make sure people are warm enough. Because if we have a whole bunch of people dying to illness, it's not going to do us any good. I just hope people will build that steam thing quickly. Is there some people we can take off other areas just so they can build that thing quickly for us? Medical post, we have a lot of people being treated. Where can we take people off? Probably do this with some... yeah. We need to kind of rejig some people. We've got a lot of children at working places that we could probably take them out of. There we go, put them in there. They should still gather a decent amount for us. But I'm hoping that means that they'll be able to build this steam hub quickly. Waiting for workers. Lads, you need to build this quickly before everyone gets very, very ill. Please, hurry up. How are these gathering posts doing? They're gathering a good amount of coal. But, you know, there should be more than enough to keep up, but we need that steam hub built. Can we... Okay, they're going to build it now, that's fine. 4 children and an engineer. Interesting. 3 hours left to be built, but it is now being built. Excellent. I want to put some more people on food. I think we're going to need it. I think we're going to need it desperately, actually. And I also want to build another resource depot. I want enough coal, enough space for coal to survive us the length of this storm. We're going to need it. Go there, can go there. Again, it's a cost I didn't want to make. Any remaining wood and steel will be using for houses, I think. Oh boy. Here we go, you can see it start to drop and drop and drop. And then we're going to be in real trouble. How are we doing for coal now? Still doing pretty well. Obviously the steam hub will take a lot of... You know, it will take a lot of coal, but it means that these places are heated, which makes them more efficient, which means we have less issues with illness and people being off from work, and that is important. I'm gonna... Oh, do I put people on the later shift? I think with the time left that we have, we're gonna put people on late shifts. It's not ideal, I'm sorry, I apologise, but we need to keep going. We're now at storm territory, we cannot afford to be waiting around. An extra 4 hours work is really rather vital for us, actually. You know, the more we can do, absolutely the better. All these coal thumpers should now be working. Don't know why you're not working. It's waiting for the workers. The workers are... Oh, they're all in treatment. Goodness me. All these guys are in treatment. That's interesting. These guys here, they're all in treatment. Why are they all in treatment? They're all terminally ill. Well, they're all being dismissed then. There's no point having them in there. We'll put the children in there instead. Because then they can actually do some work. Unless they're all... Some of them are permanently ill as well. I don't know if we've got some more people coming back soon, I think. Once these guys make it out. Ooh, we can maybe get these guys... We'll send an outpost team out here if we can. 15 hours, they should be able to make it back once, maybe twice if they're lucky. And that'll get us some wood, which might contribute to some more housing, which will be useful. This Gotham doesn't have any people in it because all these workers are ill. Not great. Oh, we've got a bunch of people terminally ill. That's not ideal. Where's our factory? Do we do prosthesis? They cost 10 steel, that's quite a lot. I think we just may have to make do with what we've got. Is there any non-essential buildings we can now turn off? Hothouse we need, but its efficiency is running pretty into the ground here. It's only producing... Why is it only producing 3 an hour? Should be producing a lot. Oh, a lot of them are children. That'll be why. But all those workers can't work, so we're going to have to put them back in. Oh, great. It's not good. Not good at all. Okay. We're gonna have to make that work somehow. We've got a lot of sick absences around. How's the efficiency in these gathering posts? It's still doing okay. Oh, blimey. Okay. This resource depot is going to be for coal, because we need quite a lot. I'm hoping the automatons will be able to get us through the storm. That's my real hope. And we need to set another resource depot for food rations, because we still don't have enough for all our civilians. Food rations, another 450. We can now research tier 4 technologies. What else can we do? Generator efficiency upgrade. Coal consumption is down, but I don't think that's the best use of our time. Oh, automatic prototyping requires 100 steel. At this point, stuff like exploration industry doesn't matter. Food and health might do. House redesign would cost less wood and steel, which might be useful, but I don't know if we can spare the resources to do so. Steam wool drill, that would get us more wood, but again, not that useful now. Advanced coal mine would be lovely, it would get us a bunch of coal, but I don't know if we can get that done in time. I need to save up 100 steel, because we also need the generator power upgrade there. Also, generator safety bypass, that could be interesting. We need to save up 100 steel, we will get it, but time is of the essence. Time is really of the essence now. I think there's quite a few people in the public house where we might be able to take them off. So if we go to... presumably people? Yeah, public house. No, there's only one worker in there. Paul Stokes is in the House of Pleasure. Good on you, Paul Stokes. Have a fun time. Only attendance of 7 in the last 5 days. That might be because there's not enough people working in there. Put more people in, but none of them are available to work. That's the problem. A lot of people are being treated. A lot of them terminally ill. That might have been my fault by putting people out here too early. We'll have to see what the consequences of that action was. And, you know, I really don't know if we're going to manage to keep up here. We'll have to see. How much of our coal is being generated by automatons? Quite a bit. This guy here, at this coal pile, could possibly be getting more at an actual steam coal mine. How many of them do we have? Because I think we've only got, what, 3? Yeah, we've only got 3, so the last guy has to really be working at one of these generators. If I put him in a generator, would that give us a bunch more coal? What, I wonder. We'll have to see. Speed up time, see what happens. Hope it's doing okay. I think we're getting more and more secret informants. And we have a new event. Fear of the storm. Doom-mongering drunks. Sir, a dozen or so people got drunk and took to the streets. They were chasing after women. Not cool. Yelling that we should have some fun before the storm kills us all. Not cool at all, sir. Not cool at all. They are being banished. That is completely your fault for being a real dick to people. Okay, they've reached the dead hollow. The train drops suddenly but here into a deep hollow. There are wounded people and dead people at its rocky bottom. Oh, they're wounded. These people must have fallen into this hole while escaping the incoming storm. At least half of them didn't survive the crash, but it seems we could rescue the wounded. That is if we strap them to our sleds and bring them to the city quickly. I'm sorry. I do not have the time or chance to do so. Can I get these guys to Camp Vulcan in time, or Camp Compass? Oh, we're not going to be able to get to both of them. Plenty of people here at Camp Vulcan. Lights and night, that might mean automatons. I'm going to go to Camp Compass. If there's an automaton we can take there, we are grabbing it. We are running for all that we can, really. Okay, let's keep on going. How are we doing in terms of heat? People are generally okay. Some people might be a little bit chilly. But that's okay. Build the outpost here. I want wood as soon as you can. because that's the only outpost you can get to and from in time. So many people are being treated. That might have been a mistake. Although some people are now coming back to work, which is nice. Are they children? No, they're workers, but there's no point employing them because they're still the ones who are incredibly unwell. That's the problem. There's a coal thumper here. You can put workers in, but I think they're all... No, they can come back to work soon. That's fine. But actually, I don't know if we need it because we've got these 3 coal things here. What we need is another child in there. What we need is some more gathering posts. So let's do that. Preferably somewhere warm. I can just about make it there, and that gives them in range of... Is that in range of the coal? It's just about in range of the steam hub. We can get them there to collect. That's fine. Your storage limit is reached. Oh, of your coal pile, I see. Gotcha. We may not need all 3 of these coal thumpers on. So I might turn one of these off. I'm going to turn this one off here. It's going to just halt operations. The children can come off. And we're going to get... Because I think they can support... They can each support about 2 from memory. So this one's going to be dismantled. And these 4 gathering posts should just about get enough coal for us. We may still need another resource post. I'm going to build one over there. In fact, maybe 2 to compensate. Because I really want to gather as much coal as possible. I also want to work on tech. I want to work on many, many things. I want to upgrade our houses, but I feel like we need to work on tech more. And then once we have some other stuff, we can do that. More survivors at Camp Compass. New priorities. A small group of scientists is finishing the loading of their supplies. They work efficiently, but in silence, looking somewhat dejected. We're mostly helping with the evacuations now. We use to study the Earth's magnetic field, but there are more important things to worry about now, like survival. We can direct the scientists to the city, we can bring them to the city, we can let them go on their way. They'll flee north and probably perish. Well, that's a stupid idea. Direct them to the city. If they make it, they make it. Oh, we are not going to... 8 hours to make it to the fortified hut. I don't think that's reasonable to make it in time. We probably could make it to Camp Vulcan. There's also the Camp Meteor here. But those guys are already there, so I'm going to send them to Camp Vulcan. Might just be more survivors, but we're going to send them over there. If the scientists are en route, that's unfortunate, but I can't spare the scout teams at the moment. Maybe that scout team can come back and join them, but we'll have to see. Definitely we're in for a tough end here, that's for sure. Okay, let's... As soon as we get 100 steel, there we go. We're going to unlock this final tier of tech. How much time we're actually going to have to research this tech is not going to be much at all. We might need to put our tech team on a 2-hour round, on a 24-hour shift, which I think we can do. Let me have a look. If we go to tech, discuss reach the meter camp, we'll deal with that in a second. If we go to workshop, can we put these guys on a 24-hour shift? We could, and we will probably do so to ensure that we get the tech we need. Explore Lake Meteor, or Camp Meteor. There's nothing to do here. We reached the remains of the camp. This must have been some scientific operation once dedicated to the research of whoever punched this hole in the ice. Now the place is deserted and there's nothing of value to be found here. Large crater or scattered convoy. Where is that? Oh, it's close. A few... Okay, so scattered convoy. A few light snowcats with trailers. The vehicles are moving and are pointing in various directions. One trailer is lying inside. We could go there or to the large crater. A couple of huts made of corrugated steel stand on the rim of a large bowl-shaped depression in the ice. No activity. I don't know if we can make it to the large crater and back in time. I think we might just be able to do the scattered convoy These scout teams are taking a huge risk for us, and I greatly appreciate it, but we need to gather what else we can at this point. The more we can, the better. We should have some more workers coming in soon. That sawmill has no one there because that's because there's no things in range anymore. That's fine. We'll turn off the sawmill, dismantle it for the wood. The automaton can do something else of use. Can we put an automaton in the hothouse? How much food would that gather for us? I can't see things now. There's so many different buildings. There's a hothouse here, but it's generating very slowly. I would only generate 2 food an hour. That's worse than just putting some humans in there. But although the efficiency is at 20%, they're all going to dismantle things. That's useful of them. We'll put workers back in there. That's fine. What can we do with one of these automatons, I wonder? There's not more that we can do in terms of coal. There's no more coal mines that we can extract from. We could get them on to more wood on a sawmill, or we can get them on a coal thumper. In fact, we have a coal thumper somewhere. Did I dismantle it? Oh, I am dismantling. No, cancel the dismantlation. Put an automaton in there. Don't close the facility. That's fine. That can work again. And we'll get people gathering in here. We'll put children in there. That'll gather us some more coal. Resource posts. Resource posts. That's being dismantled. That's fine. Let's put you for coal. Let's put you for coal. And then we'll get one more for food as well. This is kind of a last minute dash for food, for coal. To me, nothing else matters, realistically. So we're going to get one more resource depot. I know I could have upgraded the tech, but I really felt like there were more important things to be doing with our time and our resources. But I think we will leave it there. We're now up to nearly day 40, and there you can see the storm is approaching. So next time we may have quite a long penultimate episode, or we might break it up into 2 smaller episodes. We shall have to see. For now, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.